We most commonly think of age discrimination as being directed at people, but domestic animals can also be victims of negative preconceptions when it comes to age. In reality, both senior adults and senior pets have much love and companionship to give. Here to tell us about a unique program that matches senior pets with senior adults is Mary W. Smith with PetComeHome. Mary, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you so much for having us, Jeff.
And we'll introduce your friend here a little bit later, Trio. But this is a program of PetComeHome. So tell us a little bit about PetComeHome in general before we get into Senior for Seniors.
Well, PetComeHome is a relatively new organization, and it was started in March of 2010 by a lady who incidentally happens to be 73 years old and is quite remarkable. But she started it because she was just appalled at the number of pets that are euthanized at our local Escambia County shelter each year, largely because animals are only held for 5 days after being picked up by the shelter. And so many pet owners who have lost their cat or dog just don't realize that there's only a 5-day grace period, and they simply wait too long before even starting to look for their pets. So Rusty Hobart, who is the founding person of PetComeHome, set up a website to help to connect people with missing pets, and it's a free service. You can just go to the site and see who might be posted as a lost or found pet, or post the information on your own pet that you've just lost. But it's so important to start looking right away because that pet probably will not come home on its own.
That's great information, really. So tell me about Senior for Seniors then, which is and how this program came about.
Well, there are just so many ways that we're trying to help lost and stray animals and homeless animals here in Pensacola. Seniors for Seniors is unique in that we're trying to match senior pets with senior citizens. And it's really an incredibly win-win situation because everybody knows, and Trio's going to start to introduce herself, but everybody knows that there can be all kinds of, health problems and socialization issues for senior citizens. They may feel isolated or lonely and they're not feeling that great. So having a senior cat or dog for companionship can just have tremendous benefits for every aspect of their life. And in Seniors for Seniors, we have a unique approach to this program in that it's really an 8-week foster to adopt program. In other words, we'll help you select a cat or dog that will fit your needs, and then you have the option of keeping that pet for 8 weeks. Now, during the 8-week time, we will provide any veterinary care that's needed or any medication that's needed. You can call us anytime for advice on what to do with the pet or any problems or questions, and we'll really kind of hold your hand through that process. Then at the end of the 8-week period, you can either decide to adopt, or if you decide that that particular cat or dog is just not the right match for you, can help you find someone else, or you can continue to foster that pet until we find another home for it, or you can return the pet to us. So there's really no way that you can lose. And then another important aspect is that we do not charge a specific fee for this program, taking into account the needs of senior citizens. We do accept donations, of course, but there is not a fee for this program.
Well, you're right, with the socialization aspect and just, there's lots of studies that, pets make people more calm, provide that companionship. There's lots of pluses to this. How did y'all start, though, to match senior pets versus kittens and puppies? Well,
that's an excellent question. The issue is that kittens and puppies are always considered to be more adoptable by shelters. So if an older grown animal appears at the shelter and they only have so much space, those older pets sadly are the ones who are more likely to be euthanized, and they just still have so much to give. So that's just one way that we're trying to help out with that situation.
Well, it is a great match. What kind of feedback do you get from the people who have been a foster parent or one who's actually done the adoption?
Plus, there's nothing but pluses. People tend to be happier. I mean, just sitting here with Trio is so calming. And I have cats and dogs at home, and they're my blood pressure monitors and my stress busters and my inspiration, too, every day in what I do. But people find that they're more social. They tend to get out a little bit more. Well, they have to because they want to take their pet out and about and show their pet off to people. So they're more likely to invite people to come over and see their new cat or their new dog, or just to visit, and they actually find that they have to go to the doctor fewer times for chronic type care because their mood is elevated, their depression is lifted, they have somebody to take care of, you know, and it's just having that, look at this, I mean, she looks like she's just
tell us a little
so
bit
comfortable.
about Trio.
Well,
she's actually been through this program, is
yes,
that correct?
Yes, well, Trio is Rusty's special home resident, so she's not going to be available for adoption. But Trio's story is that she appeared at the Escambia County shelter, and the director of the shelter knew that she would have to be put down because she wasn't considered adoptable because she came with just 3 legs, although it doesn't impair her athletic skills. So he contacted Rusty and asked if Rusty would take her, and Rusty did. So now Trio's missing her right front leg, and it just really doesn't make any difference at all to the way she's able to scoot around. As we saw when we brought her into the studio, she was exploring everything. And she has the most beautiful blue eyes, and she just met me this morning, and she decided that I'm okay, and she's been spending some time in my lap, and honestly, I'm just astounded at her calm in this situation because not every cat gets to be on television.
That's right.
So she's doing very well. But, you know, I have just never seen anything but positive results from people bringing any pet into their home, but especially seniors.
Well, I think there's also an advantage. I'm just thinking about myself. My dog was 4 years old when I got him. But, you know, I missed the puppy stage, which was a good thing. So, you know, for a lot of older people, getting a dog that may be more trained or more calm is certainly a plus to their living environment.
Oh, absolutely, and that's an excellent point as well, because it's just so much easier to care for a mature animal. And we have a house full. Our youngest is probably 6 or 7. We have cats and dogs, and our oldest cat is 18 years old and still going strong, believe it or not. And it is just so much easier to bring a mature cat into your home. The cat's already been well socialized. The dog has been well socialized and had his basic training. They're not running around. They're not getting into everything, and all they really want to do is curl up with you and do what you're doing and be where you are and keep you company and get petted and get treats and get hugs. And it's just amazing. They're just built-in stress busters. It's their nature. And even Trio is just purring away. It's just incredible.
It's a great program, and I think it just benefits both groups. Before we go, we got about a minute left. If you would just remind everybody the phone number and just real quick the process.
Okay, the process is to get in touch with us at PetComeHome. Just call us 968-2260, and that will give you Rusty, who's in charge, and she probably will refer the call to me for Seniors for Seniors. And we will help to match you up with the best possible pet that you're looking for, cat or dog, and then we'll bring the pet over, and you'll get to meet it, and you'll get to spend some time with it. And over the course of time, we hope that you'll adopt it and give it a forever home. And I'd like to mention that we do like to go out and talk to senior groups about our Seniors for Seniors adoption program. Have Cat will travel, and we'll always have a mascot with us because they're the really important ones, and who wants to listen to us? They'd rather look at the cat.
Okay.
But and we would also like to ask people, if you can adopt, please think about volunteering. If you can't volunteer, perhaps you could donate something, and we could certainly use everyone's help in getting this program off and running. Well,
thank you very much. It's great information, a very unique program. Thanks to you and Rusty, and Trio, thanks to you for being here, and best of luck.
Thank you very much.